Good Monday morning. I hoped last week that you would open this video and we would be Atlanta Braves World Series champions. Didn't happen on Wednesday, but by golly, we are the World Series champions, so go Braves.
Absolutely.
I'm sitting here with my good friend and business partner, Tony Kraft. We're going to have a conversation today with you. He and I are going to chat just a bit. This is actually fourth or fifth time recording, and Tony hadn't messed up at all. I've gotten choked, I've gotten tongue-tied, and all that sort of stuff. I said, Tony, this is really no big deal. You just record a couple of times and there it is. So we're on maybe take 5, and it's all been on me. So that's just the way it is. First of all, we are thankful for you and what you do for All Concepts. I say that every week, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And let me tell you, I'm thankful for this guy. When I first met Tony, I asked him, I said, what's the best thing in the world that you can do for All Concepts? And he got this great big old smile, and he said, I can sell. And it's like, that's exactly what we need, because we had gotten to a point where our growth was somewhat stagnant. Tony being, a very capable individual, he would go here, go there. He was doing everything. Y'all know that. You would see him all over the place, those that have been around a while. And it's like whenever Tony is not selling, we're taking out his best element. So let's get the organization arranged such that all Tony has to do is sell. So that means us performing well, us installing well, us fabricating well, us constructing well, servicing our customers well, so that Tony can just be about selling and business development and strengthening our relationship with our customers. We've experienced a great deal of cost increases, and so we're having to ask for more money. It's a whole lot easier to ask for more money when you're doing well. So thank you that we are doing well, and I want to talk with Tony about that. So Tony, tell me about the last 8 months or so. What's it been like for you?
We're going through the transition of where we are as a company. When, first of all, I'd say for you is that being instrumental in setting up the team and the organizational structure so that it allows us to do some of the things that we can do that will help the company continue to grow. You're 100% right in saying we've become to a place of, wouldn't say it's complacent, it's just we've hit a crest there and we seem like we couldn't break through. So very excited about what the opportunity gives us with you taking the horns of leadership there from the organizational side. It gives us the opportunity to do that because we got to have the sales. We got to have continue to grow in there in the company in order for us to do that. But in the process, it's been growing pains through the whole thing, and for the team. I know it's not just the leaders. It's been tough for the team, having to make adjustments, having to learn, being willing to learn, something new, because it's easy to become complacent in life. But unless we continue and have an open heart and mind to be willing to learn something, we're going nowhere. But we're going somewhere as All Concepts, and we know we are as a company. And you guys, this team is making that happen. We get to be a little part of that, but they are the ones that's making that happen. So I'm grateful for you, Mark.
Thank you.
Being here and doing and taking that, because that's a big role. It's a lot of responsibility, but you're doing that. So if you ever think that someone's questioning that, don't, because we do appreciate that part of it. For me, I'm excited to be able, because I love people. I love to interact with folks, and I love to get out and do the PR work and meet new people to bring opportunities to us as a company.
So tell me, with the customers, in many instances, it's just securing our customer base. So it's keeping the same customers. We're primarily focused on recurring builder business. What I've always said when I met Troy and Tony is, y'all's guys' hearts are right. The best thing that you can do is serve our customers. So we need to capitalize on that. Um, if you're dealing with a retail customer, we don't mind retail customers, but you satisfy them one time. Whereas if we have a builder, we can satisfy them over and over and over and strengthen that business relationship and that customer relationship. You're getting to spend more time with our customers now.
Right.
What are our customers saying about our company?
Things that I hear, I mean, do we have issues? Yes. Are we hitting every timeline that our expectation? No. But there again, as we've talked in our meetings, I don't know anybody that really is, due to things that are happening that are unfortunate, but they're reality, and there's a lot of people in the same boat. But the thing that seems to be the most is communication. They are grateful for communication. They're grateful, even if it's not the news they wanted to hear, they're still grateful that we've picked up the phone to call. Heard about Joe. Joe, has to take some calls, and Ethan and Eric have to take those calls sometimes that aren't pleasant, but they want to know where they are and what we're doing, even if it's going to be later. And that's the thing that I'm hearing from some of the guys is that, hey, I'm getting callbacks, I'm getting responses, which is awesome. And because that don't change our delivery date, but at least it gives them the perspective of where we are and when they can complete their job.
I've always said, be sure to communicate good news and communicate bad news early. The primary thing is the news is the truth.
Yeah.
So we should never hesitate to deliver the truth.
Yeah.
Good, bad, ugly, whatever it is, you find it out anyway. I mean, it's one of those kind of things. If you're reluctant to call, if you don't tell them the truth, it's going to come back to bite you. So the main thing is, tell the truth. It's hard enough to keep up with the truth. If you start telling lies, then you have to remember what lies you told. So,
well, talking to the builders and talking to the superintendents and those reoccurring accounts, and took me a little bit to gather my head around that. I've went after dollars. I've went after sales. I've went after, but thinking about the type of business that we want to do as a company to grow into, been able to capture that. You get to build a relationship with a retail customer a short term. Yeah, that can carry forward to the next. They tell someone about you, et cetera, and so on. But you really don't get time enough to build that tight relationship that lasts a long time with you do with the builders and the superintendent. So communication is a key word in everything, in business, in life, in relationships, throughout the whole thing. So, and I feel like in seeing what's happened in the growth in the company, that's getting better and better and better. We're seeing that because we're hearing the result of what the guys are doing and the team's doing behind the scenes that we don't always hear about, but we hear it from our customers. So
Yeah.
that's very encouraging to know that they're doing their part as well.
and the girls too, right?
Absolutely.
You said the guys.
There's a lot of girls.
Guys and girls.
Yeah, absolutely. We couldn't make it without them.
Yeah. So
Most definitely.
sorry, I couldn't help but pick on you a little bit. So, I hate giving a shout out to Joe, Ethan, and Eric because then they'll just get the big head. And but nonetheless,
Get the big head? No.
yeah. So we're having a lot of fun here, but we also have a lot to do. So
Yes.
we want to thank you for all that you do for All Concepts. We're coming into a time of Thanksgiving.
Yes.
We should be thankful for our health, the ability to work, to get along with each other. Please, be thankful with your family, the times that you have. We're thankful for you being here, and you're like part of a family to us. And then we have Christmas. Recognize the gifts that the Lord has given to us. So Tony has the ability to sell. Everybody has a unique gift that's meaningful that makes this organization work. And so as we talked about teamwork and our core values and individuals and finding that excellence and doing our work with integrity, all these things, just let's let them permeate and sink into our organization. I thank you so much for what you do. Tony, thank you. It only took us we recorded 5 times. It only took you 1 time. It took me 5 because I kept getting tongue-tied and all that sort of stuff.
And
But
let me say to the team, just for you guys, because I don't see you guys often as I used to being in here, but I appreciate you guys and everything that you do for the company and the role that you play. Just know that, and that's from the bottom of my heart. So thank you guys for all your efforts that you do on a daily basis.
thank you. Have a great week. See you next week.